A father's fight for justice, when caring becomes a financial burden. Imagine dedicating your life to caring for your disabled children, only to be denied the financial support you deserve in your later years. This is the harsh reality for Mark Jones, a 69-year-old carer who has been refused his state pension, a benefit he has contributed to throughout his working life. But why? Because he already receives carer benefits for his 2 children with special needs. The catch-22 of the system. The 1975 Social Security Overlapping of Benefits Order states that individuals cannot receive 2 benefits simultaneously, leaving Mark in a financial limbo. His daughter Meg has severe autism, and his son Ryan has Down syndrome, conditions that require lifelong care. Mark's story raises a crucial question: shouldn't caregivers be entitled to both their carer benefits and a pension? A lifetime of contributions, yet no pension. Mark worked diligently for 32 years at an accountancy practice, contributing significantly to his pension pot. He and his employer paid a combined 12.5% of his salary towards his pension, a substantial amount by any measure. But when he discovered he wasn't entitled to his pension, he was shocked. It just can't be right, he thought. A petition, a complaint, and a call for change. Mark's journey began in 2021 when he raised the issue with the Social Security Minister and started a petition that garnered over 1,000 signatures. Fast forward to the present, and nothing has changed. Undeterred, Mark has now lodged a formal complaint with Deputy Lindsay Feltham, the current Social Security Minister. He argues that the law is outdated and unjust, and it's time for a reform. The emotional and financial toll. It's heartbreaking, Mark says. He explains that while they are managing financially for now, the additional pension money would significantly ease the burden as costs rise. Moreover, he highlights the potential cost to the state if he couldn't care for his children, estimated at £300,000 per year. And Mark isn't alone. A Freedom of Information request revealed 17 people in similar situations, costing the government a substantial amount. A call for compassion and common sense. Age Concern Guernsey is backing Mark's cause, with their chair calling the current regulations inhumane. Ben Shenton, chairman of Age Concern Guernsey, points to Guernsey's example, where they amended the law 7 years ago to allow carers to receive both benefits. He urges Guernsey to follow suit, acknowledging the dedication of caregivers and the financial implications for the state if they didn't step in. The formal complaint and allegations. Mark's formal complaint alleges violations of the European Convention of Human Rights, including the right to property, the prohibition of discrimination, and the right to a fair hearing. He argues that the current system penalizes caregivers and denies them a fair tribunal process. The call for action. Mark is advocating for an overhaul of the benefits law, starting with the suspension of the 1975 Overlapping Benefits Law. He wants Guernsey to emulate Guernsey's approach, recognizing the ongoing nature of caregiving even during retirement. But will the authorities listen? The official response. The Employment, Social Security and Housing Department defends the 1975 order, stating it applies a core principle across all contributory benefits. They explain that, except for the home carer's allowance, working age benefits cease when an individual claims an old age pension. However, they reassure that considerable support is available to family carers and people with disabilities, and they value the contribution of caregivers. The ongoing battle. Mark's battle continues, as no review of the overlapping benefits policy is currently in place. But his story raises important questions about the support caregivers receive and the recognition they deserve. Should caregivers be penalized for their dedication? Is the system truly serving those who need it most? These are questions that demand attention and action. And here's where you come in. What are your thoughts on Mark's situation? Do you think the system needs to change? Share your opinions below, and let's spark a conversation about the value of caregiving and the rights of caregivers.